the snow. Rising of the rise.
Hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Welcome to Chewing the Fat on Intellectual Radio. We are happy to have you here with us today on Chewing the Fat. We are bringing you a holiday show from here to you at home or in your car or at work. Wherever you are listening to us, we are here live and ready to share with you some holiday treats, some holiday fun, some holiday secrets, holiday recipes, music, fun stories. We are here to just giggle, chuckle, and talk about some things. I brought family and friends, and we want to just come out and just talk about some great things. But first, I want to thank everyone who participated in the blanket drive and warm belly drive. It was a great success. I tell you, those individuals were so happy to receive the blankets and the food. My daughter and I felt so fulfilled, a miracle. Say hello to everyone. Hello. She's a little bashful. That's a miracle. She's 19 years old. Will be 20 pretty soon, and she'll talk to you a little later on. Can everyone introduce yourselves? Who do I have with me today? And Shekinah, you can go on and talk.
Shekinah Williams.
Next.
Oh, I'm Taneria. That's my mom, cousins, and my family here.
Nicole, that's my auntie Ashonda. Hello, everybody, and happy holidays.
My name is A Miracle. That's my mom. Happy holidays.
And it's your boy Tizzle, the new co-host, with Ashonda.
That's right.
We have a wonderful show today. Come on, get in tune.
That's right. We're coming here to jingle the bells and roll in the sleigh today, baby. We're here. We're bringing not our devil eggs, but we're bringing a holiday wreath of eggs with you today. If some of you guys, let me see if I can let you see the spread that we have on the table. I'm going to unclick my phone. Bear with me for a second and let you see some of the things that we brought with us today. We have an egg wreath, mozzarella tree. We have a ring of pigs in a wreath, and we have Santa top shots of Jello. We have mimosas. We have virgin mimosa spritzers, and we have an eggnog without the egg. For those who can't have the lactose or the eggs, we have it here, and we have just a regular little nice refreshing spritzer in there with some mint leaves in there. And we brought those refreshing treats out today just to show you some things that we can all do during the holiday season where we're getting ourselves ready for that wonderful spread for our families that we have to get ready. And we're in the kitchen and they're bugging us and asking us, how long? These are some of the things that we can bring out. Go ahead, Tanira. What did you want to add?
No, this was pretty simple. This was pretty easy to do.
Talk
Real
about
simple. The mozzarella balls, well, Mommy made from scratch. Everything she made is from scratch. I'm not going to tell the story. I ran out of the kitchen. Actually, this holiday season, I left it up to Miracle. And I just came back when everything was ready to eat. Yeah, that's bad. I've been doing it for almost 30 years. I'm tired. There's somebody else to pass the torch.
Shout out to Miracle with the devil eggs.
Yeah, with the devil eggs.
If you ever want some devil eggs, hit up a Miracle.
Yes.
He got a ball.
My mom said we cannot call them devil eggs.
Yeah, she said
we had to
eggs.
Call them angel eggs. So we were not allowed to call those
deviled
eggs. So those are one of those things. So I'm going to ask you, Shekinah, what's one of your greatest holiday memories that you had?
Oh, man, we often do what we're taught. My mom loved Christmas. Every year she have a big Christmas party. The best party I think she'd had was like 4 years ago. And because my cousin Felicia, she had been separated from her kids for a while, and all her girls was there. It's like 4 girls, and all of them came. It was just, in my opinion, it was fantastic. You remember Felicia?
Yeah.
So all her daughters came. If you see her daughters, you'll be shocked. Like, oh, she had beautiful girls, and all of them came. It was really nice. In my opinion, it was the best because she was so happy.
Now that's a wonderful
that
Christmas.
was nice.
That was a wonderful
I
Christmas.
would have cried. I'm soft.
Yeah.
I would have cried.
And callers, of course, if you want to chime in, let us know some of the funny stories, some of the wonderful stories you had, any nostalgic Christmas memories you had. Please chime in at 708-223-8953. One of my fondest childhood memories was getting my Barbie dream house and watching my brother receive his G.I. Joe. And his G.I. Joe came and invaded my Barbie dream house and my Barbie. And so he said that it was a war going on in the dream house. And I didn't understand how the war took, but it was one of our best Christmases ever. So all year long, G.I. Joe invaded Barbie. So that Christmas lasted a year, 364 days. It started on Christmas and it never ended that entire year. So G.I. Joe stormed Barbie house, dream house, and the rest of the crew for about 364 more days of that year. So thanks, Kenny, for making me be traumatized by G.I. Joe. I was traumatized by G.I. Joe for about 364 days in the 80s.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
Tell me, he blew the head off the doll head.
Yeah.
That was mean.
Yeah, he said the doll head blew off with a hand grenade, but he actually pulled the doll head off. So yeah, things children do at Christmas time. But thank God Mom was the hospital. Mom fixed all the dolls.
Things you do on Christmas. I don't know why I used to do that. I used to torment Jarquise and Butter, and especially America, because she's the easiest to get still. I get her every day doing something. I always jump out and pop out. And then leave, you just a Grinch. You the Grinch. And I just run off laughing. It's so funny. Targets. The easiest targets. I think that's what Uncle Kenny meant. I think he had to put a little spice to the Christmas thing. Twist it up a little bit. So get off my uncle back. It's all fun and games. You're traumatized.
I remember when, as a kid, I used to like to open up other people, tell them what they get for Christmas. Don't you know you just make a little hole inside the present so you can know what everybody else getting for Christmas. I ain't never. Yeah, I used to do mine too. I open mine too. But I love telling other people about their gifts, what they getting for Christmas. So that's what I used to do.
Wow. Yeah, I used to always open it up just a little bit, like Walter did. And I used to hide it, turn around.
Yeah, I think every kid did that. Every kid did that.
No, I was the best at retaping my gift back. I knew just how to slide it open, take the tape off without ripping the paper. And you guys feel free, just say pass the dish down and pass it. This is the Christmas show. We don't, just pass it down. Please be sure not to take my veggie.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so on these pigs in a blanket, I made a veggie also, but so I'll tell you guys a little bit about the recipes as we go along.
Yeah,
but you got to know there's a science to opening gifts. There's a science to gift opening. So you gotta slide your little finger or your little pinky nail through the tape, and you gotta kind of slice it right along the line where it's wrapped up. Kids, if you're listening at home.
Kids in trouble.
What you saying, Mary? I'm doing great, Mary. If you're listening at home, just slide the little perforated tape right across the line where you fold it in, and you slice it right there. And you open it up, you get the peak right at the top what it is. Fold it back down and put the tape right back on top. But use the real transparent, the key. Not the little cheap one that's real plastic looking.
Mhm.
Yeah. Parents, I told the kids, now I got to make sure my grandson.
No, he
Go
gonna
in the back closet.
He said no. He said they not closed. He said nope.
And go into the back closet too.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
I used to have them doing things. Go ahead. And then I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but I was just, I don't know. I changed my ways a little bit.
Is something. Redemption is something. But one of the most special Christmases. Who has a special Christmas memory? She's clearing her throat.
It's when my grandma was here and she was living with us and she was there just watching everybody open their presents. It was a nice time, as well as every year we have a Harris and we always enjoy each other. We also have fashion shows. So it's fun to see everybody being together, loving each other.
And I'm looking forward to the Christmas party this year, which is on the 23rd, and it is. That's one of the most special moments. It's a Harris Christmas party, so it is going to be a nice Christmas party. I'm going to enjoy that. One of the most special Christmas I think I can remember is, and as well as the Thanksgiving, is when a homeless person home from the California shelter, the one that I did the Snug Hug blanket drive for. I would just kind of randomly bring a homeless person home, and my mom would just look at me and like, you can't just go bring people home with you. And I didn't know anything was wrong. I just thought that this is what you are supposed to do, and this is how we are supposed to give back as Christians. I'm like, well, they're homeless, they have nowhere to go. And so I would just randomly go and say, you have nowhere to go for Christmas, come to my house, we got food, you can come over. And they come, I give them my address, and they're at the door knocking, and they said a little girl invited us for Christmas dinner. And they come on in, and my mom look at me, Ashonda again. I'm like, girl, but she never turned them away. She always allowed them to come and eat, but she made sure that they was ushered right out the door once it was done, for security purposes, I'm sure. But, she made sure they went back with a few plates, but because she cooked enough for an army. And, but it was just something I thought that should be done, and prayer was given, and we always had a good time. So one of the most special Christmases, and I've still loved to serve. So that was one of my special Christmases.
Yeah, besides the food spread, that's, I think, favorite. They're good.
Which one
the
are you
pig
eating?
in the blanket.
The pigs in the blanket. And I'm going to tell you this secret. My 4-year-old granddaughter made that, Earl. Now, the pigs in the blanket.
Tiny?
Honestly.
My baby.
This is so simple. Can you pass me mine? I'll show you this one up close. And old granddaughter, and I forgot I had some dressings to go with this, some honey Dijon and some regular ketchup, but with the cake, the 57. I had those to come with these, but I used croissants and I also used biscuits. Now this is a veggie dog that I have with mine, but I also have some turkey hot dogs, and I don't buy the real off-brand ones because I want them to have a great taste when we eat them. And so, but the rolls actually came from Aldi's, and they have great croissants over at Aldi's, so you don't have to spend a lot to eat well. And actually, the veggie dogs came from Trader Joe's, and they were very inexpensive. So stop by Trader Joe's, and I cook them together in the oven. Yep. We roll them together, place them in the oven, 15 minutes. That's it. My daughter used her little piece of cutter. I told them cut them in half. She cut them in half. She rolled her dough with a piece of pan and rolled it right up. And she rolled them in. We placed them in the reef, put them together, and they stick together and pull them apart.
She's so busy.
And that's it.
With the apron.
And you can do it for anything. I mean, them in whatever shape or whatever you want them to be in, and it does the same effect. Even if you want to keep them in a ring for whatever reason, just keep them that way, and they're good. Put it with your favorite dressings or whatever. Some people put ranch on them. Some people put honey Dijon, regular mustard, the Heinz 57, or the regular ketchup, whichever one you choose to use. Use that, but they're really good. You can use a biscuit or the croissant rolls, or you can do a mixture of both. They're really best served when they're straight out of the oven. Absolutely delicious, straight out of the oven. So come to the studio, so they cooled off just a little bit, but straight out of the oven, superb.
Mozzarella cheese balls is amazing.
Yes,
Those are really good.
even cold,
Yes.
and I hate cold food, but
Those are
those
really
real good. The mozzarella balls,
The mozzarella
they came
balls.
with the-
How you doing,
Now-
Kel?
These are also another little easy thing to do. The mozzarella balls are made out of the mozzarella cheese, and
you rolled them in a right?
I rolled them down.
In the croissant bread, the Pillsbury, what, or did you croissant bread?
Yes, I rolled it in the croissant bread as well. And what I did was just made them pliable enough so that once you press them in, you just kind of roll them in a ball form, and you just press them down in there. But what makes them so good is that you make your batter into. I don't know why she's calling me on the air. Batter into a herbs. So what I put in mine, I put rosemary, Italian seasoning. I put butter, the other rosemary, a little garlic powder. Parmesan, fresh Parmesan grated cheese, and I whipped it. And then what I do is I whisk a white egg. They call it a whitewash, like an egg wash. So you put a little water in it of the egg, you whisk it together, and then you just bake it. And that too is about 15 minutes. Pull it out, and it's another great little snack to have. And to me, that's a great Friday night treat or anything. So I just made it in the shape of a Christmas tree, and build your base up. 2, spread it out 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 until you get to the top of your tree in your tree base. And you can add marinara sauce to that with your dipping. That's it for your mozzarella balls.
She got a confession.
I have a confession.
What's your
I
confession?
was trying so hard, Auntie, not to get your veggie, but I must tell you, I got it by mistake. It's delicious.
You love it?
Oh my God, it is so good.
Well, you want to share that there, Auntie.
I have to share that.
Yeah, I got to see what's to
I
it.
mean, we all eat.
It is so good.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Don't knock it till you try it over there.
All right.
You can't
It's
even
delicious.
You
You
can't
really can't
even
tell.
miss it. It is
Coming in for us. Okay. And
It is
also, I do a veggie burrito. I didn't do it today. Burrito that you use with the crumble
Oh yeah,
would take your life away.
I didn't try that one.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like meat.
It tastes just like meat.
Yeah. So when
It tastes just like meat.
I could be vegan.
It's amazing.
After this, I'm going. I said you can do vegan meals because this is so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
See?
so I
Take
don't
that
miss
one out.
meat at all. I don't miss meat at all.
Yeah.
Wow, I can really do it with this.
I don't miss meat at all.
It's
So
seasoned so well.
Yeah, I don't
It's
meat- I
just
don't
like
miss
a
meat.
meat texture. It's everything. It's really good.
I don't miss meat at all.
You really
So I
don't.
got the other half right here.
I was trying my best not to get the meatness. I'm like, make sure. And I ended up getting it. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't miss meat at all. And so when you make it, when you remember how to cook, you won't miss what you don't have anymore if you season it to your liking. And I love to cook. So
I think it's safe to say.
and so far
Oh
as
yeah.
so for this eggnog that I made, people who are lactose intolerant, like I am, and also because I don't do eggs. I'm also allergic to eggs. I don't do the meats. Another reason, almond milk in the French, there's a vegan like pudding you can use, or for people who don't mind, they can use a French vanilla Jello pudding, and you can make your own eggnog. Or you can use rum flavoring if you don't want to use alcohol, and you make your eggnog that way. And I add my own nutmeg to it to give it an extra kick. Nutmeg to it, and I like Watkins products to like flavor cakes or foods and things to me. Flavoring
instead of the actual alcohol, because a lot of people
it's
don't
rum,
like
it's rum
alcohol.
flavoring. You can get it. Watkins products sell rum flavoring. I believe McCormick sells rum.
Yeah,
They
McCormick.
sell rum flavoring. I've just been using McCormick's for about 20 years, so I know that they have it. And you can get Watkins at Menards now. You used to have a Watkins representative, but now you can get it at Menards. And they're a dealer, and they're cheaper. The dealer, and also it was in Cracker Barrel that I would get it from. So yeah, use the rum flavoring to make your eggnog, and you can have the same great taste, same benefits, and actually it tastes better. The store-bought eggnog, Oberweis has a eggnog, and that one it kills Oberweis. It's creamier, it's richer, it tastes so much better. A
lot of people love Oberweis, but I'm not a real huge fan of Oberweis. Not to knock it, it's good, but just real big fan like Giordano's.
Right.
I would prefer Home Run Inn over Giordano's.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, Giordano's is the best.
You know what?
Well, we're not talking pizza. We're talking Christmas. We're talking. We're gonna stay on subject. See how Mama can bring those kids right back together.
Sometimes. No, I just
said bring them on camera. You want to see them? Okay. Darnice want to see you guys on camera, and I am going to bring everyone on camera. Let's see. I'm gonna try to flip this camera. Hold on 1 second. It is. Here's everyone's. Can you all say hello?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hold the camera now, so everyone can be seen, and so you can see the spread. The spread is set. The spread is set.
Tune in to IntellectualRadio.com.
Yeah, it is an amazing crew at intellectual.com. You have to tune into Intellectual, not just to chew the fat, but we have an amazing production over here. So you got, it's 24/7 over here. You can find somebody on air, Intellectual Radio, with some very great shows. So I love that you guys tune in to me. Keep tuning in and share. Trust me, share. These are Jello shots, but they are Santa shots. You see them? They're Jello. So you can make them just regular Jello shots with the whip and top his little hat. And you also can add it alcohol or non-alcohol. But of course, those have a little kick up in there.
Yes.
But my guess.
You take too many, you may have to call that Uber.
You may have to call Rudolph. Hey, Rudolph.
Hey, Santa. Hey, Rudolph, with your nose so bright over there.
Somebody got this late at night.
Yeah.
Yes.
But don't you drive it now.
Don't you drive.
Be safe. Take
Everyone
the Jello
call
shots
in.
responsibly now.
That's right. Now that's very simple. So what we did with the Jello shots, with those, all I did was added the hot water as you normally make the Jello. And those of you who don't eat pork, if you don't know,
vegan Jello.
There is some that's vegan and there is some that's not. Now there is pork in Jello. So those of you who don't know that, there is pork there, but regular hot water. Your powder in there, stir it until it's fine. Then add your cold water to it. Let it set. Well, and then your liquor if you want it. If no liquor, then you don't add it. Let it set. Then you add your whipped cream. You cut the green tops off of your berries. Top it with there, and then put your little white ball for Santa's hat, and you're all done.
Yep.
Voila, that's simple. Takes those to set. They say an hour and a half. I just let mine set overnight because I wasn't going to need it until the show today.
Yeah.
So they just set overnight. And open,
I
for most people
overnight.
overnight. Most people do set theirs just overnight if they're not in a rush. So if you make them the day before or that morning of, and you're not going to use them until the night of your event, you're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. So that's with your Jello shots. And down on the end over here, and I'm going to take a walk down so you can see. And everyone pretty much knows how to make mimosas, but I made these poinsettias. The red ones are called poinsettias because what we have in there are the cranberry juice, which I'm going to take. Couldn't you pass your auntie one of those? This is my beautiful niece, Nicole. Some of you all know her when she was younger. I had her come over as Mademoiselle to trick some of you guys.
Mademoiselle.
But this is the poinsettia. We call this the poinsettia.
What's in it?
This is the cranberry juice and champagne. Now, what we can also use is, the sparkling white grape juice with the cranberry juice. Mm-hmm. And I put a mint leaf in there, and this is called the poinsettia for Christmas. So what will we use? We'll use the sparkling white grape juice and the cranberry. And for the alcoholic version, of course, a champagne. Doesn't have to be a great champagne. Mm-hmm. You can use an Andre, you can use a Cook's, you can use something similar and that nature. And I threw a mint leaf in there, and it makes it very refreshing.
Did you invention?
Yes. And so what we have now is,
what's left of it.
What we have now is the regular mimosa juice and the OJ and the champagne, and you can also do the same thing with it and use the white sparkling grape juice in there, and you can throw a mint leaf in there, or can you please hold that peppermint cane up, please?
Wait a minute, I want the hair to get everywhere.
Okay, you see that? Now I wouldn't put the tree in there, but what I will add to either one of these beautiful little glasses is a peppermint stick. Festive for the holidays. You see how cute that is?
Yeah,
and that will be your adorned little treat to make your holiday party a very big hit. Here, regular, and this is mine from home. And what I'll do is just add something in here. Thank you, Nicole. She's such a Vanna White. What I would do here is just add something in here for. I don't want any alcoholic beverages, and I have those days. I don't want anything when I'm out. And you just add, like a ginger ale, cranberry juice or apple juice, and this is an orange mango in here, and it's just refreshing and it's good, and you chill it. And normally I'll put some berries in there, like blueberry, red, and and
you do a berry mix, like a sangria mix.
And I'll put it in a big pitcher, and my family they kill it. And I'm thinking it's for the people who don't alcoholic beverages, but they seem to flood that station just as fast. So those are just some of the little treats that I like to sit on so the family can have a variety of things to nibble on before the main courses come out ovens, and so the natives won't get restless. And we want to do that because, kids can get very stirring, and so can adults.
What about miracle? Yes. I want to know what you're expecting for Christmas.
What I am expecting for Christmas? Yeah, they're happy. I don't really care about presents. Yeah. I'm a very
oriented person. Yeah, you are. True.
That's true.
So
that is true.
As long as my family together, safe, well, living, fine.
Well, she's a really humble child. She's been like that.
That's a great answer, Miss America.
It is.
Miss America. She just stole the crowd's hearts. Yeah, I think that was the conversation we were having a couple of days ago. I just said I stopped expecting gifts because
you did.
I mean, I leave it for the kids and the granddads and all of that. I don't really expect it because in actuality, it's not even for us. It's not our birthday. And but you know, for the kids now. Gingerbread houses with them though. They don't even know I have them.
Yes.
Well, one does now.
How about you, Shikana? What are you?
Back the gift. I'm not a grandmother yet, so you know, without without kids, Christmas be like a dud. So I already know they're adults, but they know they better not dot my door without a gift. And I'm the same way. I still give them gifts. They're 24 and 5, and I still give them gifts, birthday gifts and everything. But they know, do not come to my house on Christmas without a gift.
Mommy still spoiled.
Yeah. See, you know, I still give gifts or what to my mom and stuff like that. I still give gifts, but I understand what you mean because this mama. You can't
They know
365. This mama. Something.
Andrea says, "Hi, America."
Hi, Auntie.
Well, for me, just seeing my family all gathered together, smiling, and I always sit back and I bask in that. I just get so much joy. And Nicole looking at me because she's already called me my sister. My oldest sister is 80 now, right? Yeah. 80. My oldest sister's 80, her mom. Whoa. She's 80. And so she's calling me her now because that's my joy. Just to like see everybody around, watch the great. I get such a big joy out of that. I don't have to have anything else really, you know. So when they give me something, I'm happy. But like the biggest joy is just to be alive and to just kind of see everybody in one room, everybody enjoying themselves, and just the gift of life of everyone. So I'm excited about that because I'm like Taneri, it's not my birthday, it's Jesus' birthday, you know. So I get excited about that, and it's just a big to do for me just to see that. And I wanted to touch bases. I've been touching it all week about depression around this time of year that people seem to get, and they get so depressed, they get so upset about who they've lost, what they have not accomplished, the projection of next year that they don't think that they are going to be as fulfilled or accomplished, or that what they have not accomplished from 2017, and they're going into that year with that same spirit. But I want them to not defeat it because they're closing out one year and they're walking into a new year, and they need to not go into that new year with that spirit. I want them to go in feeling as though because they've made it to that next year. You won because you're able to get up and fight again. You won because you're still standing and you can regroup, you can replan, and you can start all over again for another 365 days. But it's about organization. It's about regrouping yourselves, organizing your thoughts, and executing a plan. How do you do it? You do it by the steps that I just said. Organization and executing the plan. You cannot sit there and think it's going to happen by not. You know what I mean? And you cannot beat yourself up, and you have to be able to let go of what it was that you did not gain in 2017 and in 2016. It's gone. Not happen. And when it does not happen, you can't do anything but release that. And in order to move forward, you got to let go of the past. That's right. Funeral for that. You have to kill it. And you have to bury it. And when you do that, then you're able to live again. And that's what I want us to do. I want us to live again, and I want us to bring life in ourselves. And the only way that we can do that is by having that funeral. That then we're going to be able to live again. To live again. And so with that being said, I want us to have a joyous, happy holiday time this year because I gave you great treats, great drinks, great times, and great memories. You joined all of us here. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Enjoy the fast smooching. Bye.
Just like the